Iraq's national sovereignty is under threat from Turkey's ramped-up cross-border military operations, according to officials and MPs from Iraq and Iraqi Kurdistan, who also warn that silence could be fatal. Secretary-General of Syria's Kurdish Left Party, Mohammed Musa, welcomes a belated United Nations report exposing Turkey's war crimes against civilians and infrastructure in north and east Syria. The Council of Europe is debating Turkey's non-compliance with European Court of Human Rights release orders on political prisoners Osman Kavala and Selahattin Demirtas. A proposed hydroelectric power plant in Turkey's northeastern Trabzon province endangers natural beauty and tourism, igniting widespread opposition and legal challenges against construction. Learn more with Media News. Officials and observers in Iraq have raised the alarm over Turkey's plans to launch new military operations in Iraq and the Kurdistan region, calling on the Iraqi government to take decisive action to protect national sovereignty. Hussein Amiri, a member of the Iraqi Parliament's Security and Defence Committee, said, "The Turkish state's suspicious movements at the border must be monitored, and stringent measures should be taken at the border to prevent any foreign forces' entry into Iraqi territory." Amiri emphasised an urgent need for the Iraqi government to counter attacks, and further called for the expulsion of Turkish forces from the Kurdistan region to prevent the expansion of what he termed an occupation. Meanwhile, Kazim Haj, a political observer, said that the Iraqi government must take a clear stance to halt Turkey's assaults and protect Iraq's sovereignty, and that silence could be fatal. On the 4th of March, Turkish President Erdogan announced plans for a new military offensive in Iraq, with the aim of eliminating the presence of Kurdish fighters by summer. Mohammed Musa, Secretary-General of Syria's Kurdish Left Party, has welcomed a recent UN report which revealed that Turkey's military action in Syria could constitute a war crime. Civilians have been killed in targeted airstrikes that fit a pattern of Turkish drone attacks, the UN Commission said, and stressed that such attacks may amount to war crimes. Musa, in a media interview on Wednesday, expressed optimism that stakeholders would assess the situation through a humanitarian lens. "Our expectations from international forces are humanitarian, yet politics often diverges from this," he noted. Musa cited Turkey's disregard for humanitarian concerns and pointed to Turkey's impunity, with particular focus on attacks on civilians and essential infrastructure. He further condemned Turkey's destabilising efforts in the region. With the report submitted to the Human Rights Council, Musa remains hopeful for an objective review. The Council of Europe's Committee of Ministers, convening in Strasbourg between the 12th and the 14th of March, have addressed Turkey's non-compliance with European Court of Human Rights release orders for Osman Kavala and Selahattin Demirtas. The discussions could lead to an infringement procedure, with decisions announced on the 15th of March. During its quarterly session, the committee not only focuses on cases from Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bulgaria and others, but specifically on Turkey, for disregard of the European Court's judgments concerning the former co-chair of the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party, Selahattin Demirtas, and publisher and human rights activist Osman Kavala. The two prominent figures remain in prison despite the court's clear directive for their immediate release, highlighting a significant challenge in enforcing human rights rulings. The committee's engagement signals a critical moment for European institutions, underlying their commitment to uphold human rights standards. The legal representatives for Demirtas and Kavala have made specific demands, urging the committee to ensure the European Court decisions are honoured and calling for immediate action to secure their release. An environmental and tourist allure is at risk of being compromised in Turkey's northeastern Trabzon province due to proposed construction of a dam. The head of the local Environment, Culture and Tourism Association said that the hydroelectric power plant in the valley of Salaklı is poised to end both the natural beauty and tourism of the area, and that the project has disregarded previous judicial decisions. The controversial project has been revived after several years' pause following an environmental impact assessment. The valley is a designated protected area, and the dam construction will affect the area's unique ecosystem and heritage sites. Construction necessitates the clearing of a square kilometre of forest for access, the diversion of water sources, and disruption of agricultural land. The local community is once again mobilised against the project, highlighting irreversible damage to the environment, wildlife and regional tourism, amid existing tensions over 4 other hydroelectric power plant installations in the region.